So, you're the one who upset my daughter. Why didn't you say something sooner?
Dad, I didn't realize.
I'm Keiji Sato. I'm currently working with Mai Shibata, who just joined the company.
Is today's schedule ready?
Yep, it's all done.
I wasn't sure what sales support even did, but it seems like you don't have much going on. I mean, you're not out there making sales or anything. Basically just running errands, right?
Even if it seems small, if no one does these tasks, sales can't happen.
But if we don't close deals, the company's future is at risk, right?
You keep using casual language with me and... Oh, and like I mentioned before, please stop being late.
Late?
You were late today, weren't you?
Being 10 minutes late doesn't really count. And I wasn't even late yesterday, so...
Sure, you weren't late yesterday, but you're late every couple of days.
I've told you before, I grew up abroad.
And?
Overseas, no one gets worked up over being a little late. Japan can be so strict.
But we're in Japan now.
Fine. I'll be more careful, okay?
Do you really understand? Huh? Why is it so noisy in the office?
Oh no! Something big's going down right now.
Sato, where's Keiji Sato?
Yes, that's me. Is there an issue?
So, you're the one who upset my daughter.
Mr. Shibata, there must be some misunderstanding.
My daughter is talented, and everyone expects great things from her. I get that you might be jealous, but don't take it out on her unfairly.
All I asked was for her to stop being late.
Late? Has she been late every day?
Of course not every day. It's just once every few days and only by 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes the trains are packed and you can't get on. That never happened overseas, but here it's a big deal.
If it's just a reminder, that's one thing, but getting angry at her is too much, isn't it?
I was there yesterday and Keiji didn't get angry. He just reminded her not to be late.
But he isn't even my direct boss.
Exactly. He's not your supervisor or mentor, so why are you the one saying anything?
Isn't it normal to remind someone not to be late?
My daughter's been excelling at everything since she was a kid. She's fluent in English and keeps growing her sales numbers. She'll surpass me one day. What about you?
I admit I don't directly increase sales.
Keiji isn't in sales. He supports the sales team. He manages schedules, handles emails and phone call. He doesn't close deals, but it's important work.
Yui.
Sure, support work is important. But without us, there wouldn't be any work, right? Sales support is something we can do ourselves.
It's not a job just anyone can do. Sure, you might handle emails and calls, but that would mean fewer chances to go out and close deals. We're here to create those opportunities. And reminding someone to be on time is just common sense.
I see. I get it. So what you're saying is that the work I do could just as easily be done by you. I guess I'm not really needed here anymore.
Hold on, Keiji. If you leave, everything's going to fall apart. You're the one who really understands the clients and the sales team. You manage the schedules, calls, and emails better than anyone.
Thanks, but it's okay now.
What? Are you actually thinking of quitting?
Yeah, I'm considering starting fresh somewhere else.
Quitting? I just wanted to give him a little wake-up call, that's all. Keiichi's been with us for so long.
My mind's made up. I'll use my paid holiday to figure things out.
Dad, why do you look so worried?
Well, it'll be fine, right? Mai's still here, so everything should be okay.
Are you sure about this? If Keiji leaves, you'll have to take on all the work he's been handling.
I mean, it'll be a lot, but I can manage. Not to brag, but I'm good at pretty much everything. I've lived abroad, and I was always in the top 5 at work. Thanks to Dad, I've been groomed for success since I was a kid.
But if you realize too late how important Keiji is, it'll be a problem.
Why are you making me worry like that?
Sorry for causing a fuss.
I really hope this will work out.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Dad, I didn't know.
Call Keiji. Tell him to come here.
But
Explain the situation and get him here.
What's going on?
Keiji, we're having a bit of a crisis here. It's been chaos trying to keep up.
Chaos? Because of Mai?
Yes.
How did it get to this point? You said everything was under control.
I thought I could handle it, but
I'm sorry for dragging you back on such short notice. Things have really spiraled out of control.
What exactly happened?
Mai took over calls, emails, and scheduling herself. At first, it seemed like everything was fine.
no, I had everything planned out perfectly. Even though I thought it was perfect, it didn't go as smoothly as I expected.
Can I take a look at your schedule? With this schedule, it's no wonder things didn't work out.
What? I was sure I planned everything down to the last detail.
I didn't notice anything wrong when I checked either. What's the issue?
First off, for your first client, Company A, meetings there often run longer than planned. Typically, they go over by 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour. On the other hand, the third client, Company C, tends to finish early most of the time. Just by looking at it, it seems fine, but
The meeting dragged on, and I fell behind. I thought I could catch up since C Corporation usually wraps up early.
that train line is always packed at that time. It's often hard to even get on. You should have left more buffer time. Maybe plan a short break before heading to the next meeting? It would have been better to schedule the next meeting at a less hectic time.
It's like you had a front row seat to everything.
Huh? What do you mean a front row seat?
Mai couldn't get on the train, so she ended up taking a taxi.
But at that time, the rows are packed, right?
Exactly. That's why she was late to the meeting.
And to make matters worse, the client, well, it's not looking good.
Not looking good? You don't mean Tokimeki Corporation, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's our biggest client.
There have been other issues too, like mishandling phone calls and delayed email replies. We're dealing with a pile of small issues.
But right now, we need to focus on dealing with Tokimeki Corporation. What should we do? Everyone says you're the go-to person.
We've had issues with Tokimeki before, especially over lateness. They're really sensitive about it. How did the apology go?
The client was really upset. They didn't even want to hear an apology.
That's not good. We need to apologize over the phone immediately. Mr. Shibata, get ready to head out right now.
Head out? You mean to the client?
Yes, to the client. We need to apologize in person, sincerely. If we drag our feet, things will only get worse. Hurry up.
Okay.
We're truly sorry for the trouble caused.
We deeply apologize.
I'm sorry.
Don't sulk. We messed up the scheduling. It's our fault. We sincerely apologize. Could you please give us another chance? Next time, we'll send a different representative at a time that works best for you.
A different representative? Who decided that?
Just keep quiet right now.
About the price for this deal, it's actually lower than what we initially talked about.
Keiji, I've always admired how you work.
What do you mean by that?
Remember when you first reached out to us? Your professionalism and all those follow-up emails really left an impression. That's why I agreed to do business with you in the first place.
No way! We didn't even have an official discussion, so how?
Mr. Shibata, I'm willing to let this slide, just this once, for his sake.
Seriously?
Yes, because I respect him a lot, but don't expect the next time.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I was really worried there.
Am I really being pulled off this project?
Are you still stuck on that? Once trust is broken, it's tough to get it back. Do you really think you can rebuild it by yourself?
Of course I can. I've handled tough deals before.
Confidence is a good thing, and it's one of your strengths. But the unexpected costs from this situation are real.
I get that, but
You'll be taken off this project, but I'll assign you to something else. Can you handle that?
absolutely. I'll make sure to handle the emails, phone calls, and revise the schedules properly. Please, trust me, Dad.
Now that's the daughter I know.
But are you sure you're okay with this?
Thanks for everything. I heard what happened.
I'm glad it's been resolved.
Everyone else has been singing your praises, Keiji. So, would you consider coming back?
I'll step back and return to the field until things calm down.
I'm relieved to hear that.
She's always been on my side, hasn't she? Even Yamada and others have noticed my efforts. Time to keep pushing forward.
It sounds like there's some tension.
Should we take a look inside? Excuse me.
All right, if that's how it's going to be, we might as well call off the contract.
How did it come to this? Were you even paying attention to me?
What's going on here?
We were discussing the next meeting, pricing, and deadlines. But every suggestion I made was shot down without consideration.
That's not true. I was asking to strengthen UV protection even for cosmetics as we head into summer. Along with that, I requested an extension on the deadline.
Extending the deadline is tough, and if we proceed now, we'll have to increase costs.
Isn't it unfair to change the price at this stage?
Given the potential skin damage, thorough clinical trials are necessary, so it's unavoidable.
I understand.
I'm glad you see it, Keiji.
Sugiyama's point does have merit.
I knew it.
No way!
But if we push UV protection too far, it could end up harming the skin.
Huh?
Can you share the clinical trial data, Yui?
Yes, here it is.
Looking at this, it's clear that pushing further wouldn't yield good results.
You're right. The data speaks for itself.
I know you always prioritize what's best for the customers. We should have shown you this data sooner. Our apologies.
No, I'm the one who got carried away.
Let's continue working together to create even better products for our customers.
Agreed. I should have listened to your ideas instead of dismissing them right away, Mai.
It was my fault. I should have provided the data along with my explanation. I apologize.
Thank you for your understanding.
I overheard everything from outside.
Dad?
I hope you learned something from this, Mai.
Yeah, I did. But there are still some things I'm not fully on board with. But this has motivated me to do even better. In other countries, people are more direct with their opinions. So from now on...
You always bring up how things are done abroad.
Huh?
I respect that you worked hard and got the chance to study overseas. That's impressive. But have you ever achieved something on your own? Without relying on the opportunities handed to you?
You don't have to be so harsh. I'm still figuring things out. But I'm determined to bounce back from this, so give me a big project.
We've been getting a lot of offers from different places lately.
What?
But you won't be handling any major projects for a while. Keiji, you were right. I overestimated my daughter, thinking she can handle anything. I'll need to rethink that now.
If Keiji hadn't stepped in, you could have caused a huge loss for us.
That wasn't what I intended.
You might be putting in effort, but you need to broaden your perspective. If you don't, you'll only end up sabotaging yourself in the long run.
I'm truly sorry for everything, Keiji. Would you consider being my daughter's mentor?
I don't want to drag everyone down. I'm sorry. And honestly, I think I could really improve under your guidance.
I'll pass.
Come on, don't say that.
Keiji!
I ended up staying with the company, and people started recognizing my work more. My job became much smoother, and I even got promoted.
How about grabbing dinner after this?
I've got a girlfriend, so...
No way!
Shall we head home?
Yeah.
What do you feel like eating tonight?
We've both had a long day. Maybe we should treat ourselves to a night out.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you for watching until the end.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.